Well, and there's another problem. We're dealing with economic statistics that the Fed is
Oh,
relying
there you
on
go.
that were born in the industrial age. We're in the digital age. My guess is, the innovation platforms around which we have centered our research and investing are going to create a big productivity boom. Their innovation solves problems. And productivity gains are potent anti-inflationary forces, right?
Yes, of course.
But what I would like to now pivot to is crypto.
Yes.
It was fascinating to me and to our analysts. We have three crypto analysts. We have 12 analysts. I believe they are the best analysts when it comes to innovation in the world, bar none. And so we have three analysts focused on crypto. And as this regional bank crisis became or came into full focus, it was fascinating to see Bitcoin and other crypto assets appreciate as regional
Just
bank
like
stocks
gold.
were imploding. They are just like gold. That is right. And in fact, Bitcoin, so back to your earlier comments about Bitcoin. Yes, it is. And I remember when we were doing our paper, the one that you collaborated with us, and we gave you the paper. This was the paper that Chris Bernisky
Yes.
wrote. He was our former crypto analyst who handpicked Yassine El-Mandra, our new crypto lead. And I remember you tore the paper apart from an economist point of view. No, it was fantastic for us. It was absolutely fantastic. Why? Because it got us to the point where I said to you, Art. Now this is when Bitcoin was at $250. Today it's at it's
7,000.
probably 27,000. Yeah. And so it was a $6 billion network value or market cap. And today it's nearly $500 billion. But I said, when it was at $250, I said, Art, how big? This is a big idea. How big could this be? And your answer to me back then, 2015, was, well, how big is the US monetary base? And back then it was $4.5 trillion. And I said, wow, this is a very big idea. And there were very few ways for us to put it into our portfolios. We needed to find GBTC. So I battle tested it personally as we were doing our homework and, just bought a lot because it was a very big idea. This is innovation at its best.
It is.
And everyone's dismissing it. In fact, when we put it in our portfolios, we were fairly new to the world then. And people dismissed
Can I,
it
can I,
as
can, and I can interject here? The one thing that always bothered me about Bitcoin and all
Mhm.
these other cryptos, and forgive me for this, is why don't they find an algorithm that guarantees the value of the unit and lets the quantities vary rather than controlling the quantity of the unit and letting the price vary? People care about price stability over the
Yes.
long run. When I make a contract with someone for 20 years out, I want to know what the value of the unit numeraire is going to be back then, not the quantity of it. I want to know the
Mhm.
value of it. And
Yes.
why can't these little geniuses, all these people with computers, I have a flip phone, why can't you guys find some cryptocurrency that has a stable value rather than a quantity fixed quantity? And that's what just bugs the living poop out of me about these cryptos. They need a
Well,
value crypto, not a quantity crypto.
Hello and welcome to Crypto Street. In today's video, Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Investment Management, updates the current market cap of the crypto industry and reaffirms her firm belief in disruptive innovation.
so I want to revisit what we said about gold, right? Bitcoin is a store of value.
Yes.
It's a
No,
store of
it is.
value
It's an investment too.
and an investment. So limited to 21 million units. So right now the inflation rate is 1.8% per year. That's how much is mine. In a couple of years, that will be cut in half. to less than 1%, and it'll keep getting cut in half until we reach that 21 million. We're at 19 million units right now. And so to watch crypto go from 19,000 to, I think it got to almost 29,000 in the span of a couple of weeks is proof positive that
Exactly.
that people do believe that it is a store of value, that the developers, the coders, the programmers who have built in this mathematical metering are not going to change it. So it's a store, its role, it's playing one role of money. It's a store of value. There are others trying to leverage on top of the Bitcoin network and make it less expensive to use and faster. So we'll see what happens there. But that's a store of value. The reason what you're talking about is unlikely to happen very soon, well, there are actually two reasons. Last year in May, an algorithmic stablecoin, so it was called Terra Luna. I get mixed up which was the actual coin, but it imploded. It was promising 20% interest yields, and I listened. I think we did a podcast with Do Kwon, who headed it up and who's now on the run, by the way.
I saw
and
that.
we did a podcast with him, and I listened to parts of it twice, and I said, 20%. That was his explanation. It didn't make any sense in the world. And so that was trying to control the price.
Yeah,
that coin. Now there are two others. There are a number of others, but right now there's USDC, which is issued by Circle, and Coinbase and Circle are working together. This is the on-ramp and off-ramp. It's called a stablecoin, and it's the on-ramp and off-ramp to decentralized financial services, or internet financial services, otherwise said. And we are paying very close attention. It's pegged to the dollar. So it's pegged to the currency that we are saying right now
it's a problem.
Has an issue.
Yeah.
So that peg is very important. In fact,
but why do they peg it to the dollar? Why don't they peg it to Bitcoin? See, what I would expect to have, who's the biggest owner of Bitcoin? I don't know who it is. But if someone said, I'm going to guarantee you Bitcoin, I'll buy all you want at 27,000, I'll sell you all you want at 28,000 or whatever the price is, that's where you need. Gold does not have a guaranteed price. It never did.
Yes.
But gold was out there in a fixed quantity over the centuries. And why did it stabilize in price? Because governments were able to buy and sell and fix the price there and change it in such a way as to guarantee. We need someone to take Bitcoin as the gold stock and then do the monetary problem on that, guaranteeing the value and then being buyers and sellers of Bitcoin to stabilize it. And once it gets to that 21 million or whatever,
21 million,
whatever they are, bitsy bits or whatever they call them. Once they get there, then you have a stable currency, and then you can have someone come in and arbitrage and guarantee the price. Because what we need to have out of Bitcoin or any of the others that you're such an expert on, we need to have one that I can guarantee is the same value in goods and services, not in US dollars. Right. I want to do my contracts in Bitcoin, not my contracts in dollars. I want to use Bitcoin to get away from using the dollar. I don't trust the dollar. I don't trust Janet Yellen. I don't trust. And if you look at what's happened, prices today are 15% higher than they were 2 years ago. I mean, they really are. And so I want to get to a stable value, where Bitcoin rises with the rate of inflation and the value of Bitcoin, right? And it just keeps stable prices.
So, what are your thoughts about Cathie Wood's outlook on crypto? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.